Alright guys, it's Rock Chapel Gunner here from On The Ball Gamer, and today I'm going to be doing my team of the season in the Premier League so far. So obviously this is a thing where there's a lot of controversy of some players I think that should be in there, and other people are like, oh no, he shouldn't be in there. This is just my opinion, guys, and please, if you do want to leave your team in the comments below, that'll be good as well to just get a bit of conversation going. So yeah, this is going to be my team. Leave in the comments below what you think. So yeah, let's get into the team. So next, guys, I'm going to be starting with David De Gea. I think he's the best keeper in the Premier League this season. Obviously there's a lot of nominees that could have been in there with him, like Thibaut Courtois, Fraser Foster, so Hugo Lloris. So many good goalkeepers this year, but I think that David De Gea stands out the most. He's been absolutely brilliant this year. Basically won Man United games on his own, to be honest with you. He's been absolutely incredible and definitely deserves to be in that goalkeeper position. Our first centre back is kind of obvious. It's Jose Fonte. Obviously he was kind of the second centre back to Dejan Lovren, but now he looks a lot better than Dejan Lovren now, because Dejan Lovren's obviously got on to Liverpool and he's really struggling, but he has just came into his own this year, captain of the team. Some absolute brilliant performances from him, and definitely deserves to be in there. The other centre back is John Terry. Now, centre backs this year have not been that great, to be honest with you. Defending this year has been really difficult. Obviously, it's hard for players to defend, but I don't think there's been that much great defenders this year. And to be honest with you, I was very inclined to put John Terry in here, to be honest with you. The only reason I did do is because I think he's been the best centre half. I think Fonte has been the best centre back, but he's been decent. But I think a lot of it's to do with your man you matched in front of him. So yeah. He could have been, if it had been a better year for centre backs, I might not have put him in. But in terms of centre backs, because they haven't been great this year, he's in there. In the other centre back position, we've got a left full, actually, because I couldn't think of any other good centre backs to put in. We got Ryan Bertrand, lovely player this season, been brilliant for Southampton. Obviously, Southampton paid £10 million to make that permanent move from Chelsea. He's been absolutely brilliant for them this season, and could get an England call up, but with being a great left back England have, that'll be difficult. So our first holding midfield player is Nemanja Matic. Kind of obvious, best holding mid in the Premier League by an absolute mile. Superb player, absolutely brilliant. In the other CDM position, we've actually got CM in Cesc Fabregas. Now, it was either him or Schneiderlin for this position. The only reason I put Fabregas ahead of Schneiderlin is because his contribution to the team, obviously he's got so much assists that he's up there in the top stats. That's the only reason why I put him ahead of Schneider. No other reason, to be honest with you. I thought Schneiderlin has been just as good as Fabregas, but just because he's got that more assists is basically why I put him ahead of him. In the right wing position, it's kind of obvious. Alexis Sanchez carried Arsenal for the first half of the season. He's been absolutely brilliant for Arsenal. Unbelievable talent. Contributed a good few goals from whatever position he's played, and is a top quality player. In the left mid position, this is another tough one, is Christian Eriksen. He comes up with these big late goals, he does, and that's kind of the factor why I put him in. Those big goals in the late matches just puts him ahead of Raheem Sterling. I was going to put him there, and then also the reason I was going to put Sterling there because he's been Liverpool's main man this year, but I didn't. The only reason I didn't, I know it sounds a bit stupid, but it's because Eriksen's left mid in the game. I know it sounds a bit stupid, but I just put Eriksen ahead of him just for that big last minute kind of stuff. So yeah, in the cam position we've got Dusan Tadic. It's basically between him, Cazorla and David Silva, but I decided to go for Tadic based on the fact that I think he's been the most consistent. Silva's had his patches, Cazorla's had his patches, you could say Tadic has his patches as well, but I feel that he's been consistently playing well for the whole season, unlike Silva and Cazorla. I think Cazorla and Silva peaked better than him, I think, at a certain stage of the season, but I think Tadic has been consistently brilliant for Southampton this year, and that's why I have him there. So our first striker is Diego Costa. I was going to put Harry Kane here. I'll just tell you the two strikers. I was going to put Harry Kane there, but I went for Sergio Aguero and Diego Costa, just based on the fact, again, I think they've been more... well, it was really hard to pick between these players. they've all had fantastic years. Season so far. Aguero has been injured a lot. I was considering putting Kane ahead of Aguero. It's just so hard. Oh, it's can't even describe. It's just that Sergio Aguero, every time he's played, he's just been absolutely outstanding. Well, not every game, but 90% of games he's been fully fit. But look, Harry Kane should be a bit annoyed that he isn't in the team. The only reason I don't have him in the team is because not all of his goals came in the Premier League. A good few of them came in the Europa League, etc. But these two guys have been absolutely brilliant for the whole season. Diego Costa is more or less of a certainty because he's been consistent for the whole season. Harry Kane only came in the last 2 or 3 months. And Aguero, we've all known he's been really, really good this year when he's been able to play. So yeah, notable absentees that deserve a mention are Cazorla, who's really come into his own the last couple of months. He's played really, really well. Courtois, obviously his first season at Chelsea's played really, really well, but played in a really, really good team, but he has taken the pressure off them in the big games. Eden Hazard now, he could have got into the team, but again, I don't think he stood out this year to what I've liked to see. He doesn't seem to do enough for me. He's got everything to be the best there is, but he just seems, yeah, I've scored my goal, I got my assist, my job's done type of thing. It's really, really annoying. Yeah, Fraser Foster, another superb season from him for Southampton. 6'7", he's been absolutely brilliant for them also. Morgan Schneiderlin, obviously I mentioned that it was either him or Fabregas. I just put Fabregas ahead of him because of the assist. Absolutely amazing season. Spurs and Arsenal after him in the summer. One of the few players out of the team last year to stay, and he's been getting loads of benefit out of it. And the last player to mention is David Silva. Again, the only reason he wasn't in it is because it's been patches from him, you know. There's been some brilliant moments, and then there's been like some moments where he hasn't been at it really, so that's the only reason that he wasn't in it. So yeah, guys, if you agree with this team, leave it in the comments below, or if you have any different opinions, put your opinions in the comments below. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and I'm probably bringing out an FA Cup weekend preview for you guys tomorrow.